2026 Honda Passport TrailSport Review. How well does it behave as an off-roader? Honda's midsize SUV takes on the guise of an off-roader with its TrailSport trim. How well does it compare with the other off-roaders? Honda isn't afraid to play with dirt. A roughly 3-foot-high berm on an off-road course curated by Honda in Puerto Rico shows both the advancements and limitations of the 2026 Honda Passport TrailSport. Drive over the berm with even a slight angle, and Honda's new off-road crossover will handle it easily. However, the journalist in front of me puts the front wheels on top of the little hill, then steers left instead of going straight and high centers it with all 4 wheels off the ground. He's stuck with no chance of driving out of his predicament. When he got to the top of the hill, he could no longer see the spotter telling him to go right instead of left. Had he checked the new TrailWatch camera system, he could have seen the spotter's directions. Had he been in a Toyota 4Runner Trail Hunter or TRD Pro, a disconnecting front stabilizer bar could have allowed a front tire to stay on the ground and provide the traction needed to drive out of it. Had he been in a Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland or Summit model, the air suspension would likely have given him the ground clearance to clear the berm. But the Passport TrailSport has some tricks up its sleeve to get out of this predicament safely too. This particular vehicle is equipped with $915 worth, plus installation, of Honda's accessory rock rails, which team with the standard engine and gas tank skid plates to protect the bottom of the vehicle from dirt and rocks. It also has front tow hooks and a standard tow hitch with recovery points. The front tow hooks end up doing the job here, as Honda uses another TrailSport to pull out the beached crossover. The 2026 Honda Passport TrailSport improves on the previous formula. The 2026 version isn't the first Passport TrailSport, but it's by far the most capable. In addition to the TrailWatch system, skid plates, tow hooks, and recovery points, the new TrailSport adds hill descent control, a revised off-road suspension tune, and trail and sand driving modes. Trail mode is the choice for most of this curated course. It reduces the traction control intervention, dulls the throttle response, and makes the all-wheel drive and braking systems react more quickly to changing traction conditions. It also turns on the TrailWatch camera system, which offers forward or front side views to help see what might be in the way when your eyes can't. Honda's off-road course includes steep descents and ascents, off-camber ridges, a few puddles up to a foot or so deep, and rutted terrain that puts up to 2 wheels in the air. The obstacles test the effectiveness of the hill descent control and IVTM4 all-wheel drive systems, the grip of the all-terrain tires, the protection afforded by the skid plates, and the off-roading angles. The AWD system moves power around quickly, sending up to 70% to the rear axle and 100% of that to the tire with traction when the other is in the air. It uses 2 clutches in the rear axle to send power side to side. This rear differential is more robust this year, with the ability to handle 40% more torque and react 30% quicker. Honda's IVTM4 is an advanced system for a unibody vehicle, but it doesn't have the billy goat capability of the advanced systems from Jeep and Toyota with their 2-speed transfer cases and rear lockers. Hill descent control also works quite well, accompanied by the familiar grinding sound of activating anti-lock brakes. It lets the Passport TrailSport descend hills at 2 to 12 miles per hour, and I can control the speed with the pedals, adding throttle to increase the speed when I see the surface is smoother, or reducing it with the brake when it gets too bumpy for higher speeds. The wide 275/60R18 General Grabber AT tires are the TrailSport's best off-road weapon. Developed in conjunction with Honda for the Passport, they dig into dirt and mud quite well and even send the SUV easily downhill and through puddles that are perhaps a foot deep. TrailWatch is also quite helpful, allowing me to see those spotters, avoid rocks, and close tree branches. The system comes on automatically with trail mode and stays on until I reach 15 miles per hour. It then re-engages when I slow to 12 miles per hour. The hills, bumps, and ruts of this course don't challenge the TrailSport's approach or departure angles. At 23.0 degrees, the approach angle improves by 1.0 degree versus the outgoing model, though the 23.1 degree departure angle decreases by 1.2 degrees due to the standard trailer hitch. Oddly, the 16.7 degree breakover angle is also down a bit, 0.6 degree, from the outgoing model, and that's likely due to a wheelbase that's grown by 2.8 inches, even though ground clearance is up 0.2 inches. These are all modest measurements. The Grand Cherokee, for example, bests all of these figures with approach, breakover,